absolutely the comment of the day. The one that received 2 likes.
Yeah.
Hector says, when to see some nipple.
Good question for 1999. Good question for potentially $30.
When to see.
Hector!
When to see some nipple.
I saved up for this.
I'm $40 in.
Straight to the point, Hector. Yes, but.
He is not happy with it.
Yes, but. Anyway, guys, I bought the subscription for the month, so I'll let you know if anything changes. But right now,
Updated.
I'm not saying it was worth it, but
Let us know. Just let us know if Hector's happy or not. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get in there like Hector's comment.
When I
now.
see some nipple.
Might respond back to him.
Thank you.
Hey!
When the nipple comes up,
Hey.
thank you.
Yes, but when?
Hey, nipple in there now,
Today's
guys.
the day. Yeah, he alerts everyone. New nipple drop.
Hey, just in case if you're wondering, there is nipple there now.
You are.
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah. Good morning and welcome to episode 965 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, June 15th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. We've got weather, sports, and summer festivals in the cup of coffee in the big time. Anything else, Mark? Is that
There's a ton of stuff. I mean, you nailed some of the highlights, but you'll hear.
those are high points.
Yeah.
We got space on deck after that. Back to space as promised. Wes has a lot of irresponsible losers in the TikTok international moment.
That's right. So irresponsible. You won't believe it.
Well, I'm excited to find out. And Pat's got a new girl in the Bad Girls Club to finish us off today.
Freshest member.
Love
A little happy ending.
So you're gonna want to stick around to the end.
Well, you won't be able to pick your feet up off the floor because it'll be sticky, you know? Like the porn thing.
Hands-on journalism over here.
Ooh yeah.
Remember, everybody, trivia. Remember, everybody, trivia has been moved up to this Friday. Join
Trivia?
the Dirty Dogs
Oh,
at trivia.
baby.
Patreon.com/Hard Factor. You could challenge us in trivia. Send in the card tier.
I have a feeling one of the team
this Friday.
names is going to be the Dirty Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. There might be like Dirty Dogs 1 and 2.
Get in the Patreon. Get in the Send the Card. Trivias are awesome. 2 days away.
Huge group last time, yeah.
Does anyone have any shopkeeping? Because we got a full show. If not, I'm just going to hit the button.
Jump right in.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
Fun fact. You guys at a Patreon on the greatest inventions of all time are your favorites recently, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Check it out. Patreon.com/hardfactor. Well, you've also probably heard the expression, that's the greatest invention since sliced bread, or that's the best thing since sliced bread, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Sliced bread didn't make the list, but I mean, it's
No.
pretty good.
But listen to this bullshit. The television was invented just 2 years after the bread slicer. So the expression should be, that's the greatest invention since the television.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The TV's getting no respect.
That's the fun fact. People were still enamored by the bread slicer after they got TV. Come on.
Wow.
Come on.
Was it because the first TVs were too grainy and they're like
It was fucking TV, Will. It doesn't matter what they
it
were.
didn't matter.
Yeah.
It moved.
It's 10 times better than the sliced bread that you could just done by hand, you know? Yeah.
It is nice.
It's okay.
I
No
don't care.
television.
You don't. It doesn't. You don't get the smush down bread when you try to do it yourself.
Okay.
you have to slice your own
What
slices.
would you rather
Jeez.
live without? Do you own a bread slicer?
No,
I
but
guess they
I
come
buy
sliced,
sliced
but-
bread.
Yeah.
We
Have
grew
you ever
up-
bought non-sliced bread?
yes, we grew up
I
in
guess
a
I
town
could have.
of delicious non-sliced bread. Great Harvest Bread Company.
That's right.
Shout
Big
out.
time. Imagine this.
Virginia.
You ever go into the grocery
Delicious.
store, picked up a
Non-sliced.
baguette, and just ripped a piece off and ate
Yep.
it while you were shopping? Get the
Yeah, and then I-
cows to get
and
you
then I
through the
watched-
shopping trip.
And then I watch TV while eating
There you
it
go.
with like short
Sli-
If you're in
Slice
Northern
in your
Virginia,
own
do yourself
bread.
a favor. Get the spinach feta bread. from
Great Harvest Bread
just one
Company.
time, and
It
to
smells
heat that
so
up
good.
a little bit.
Smells so good in there.
Remember when those bad girls in Wes's grade bankrupted that business right near Great Harvest Bread Company by like
Well,
shoplifting?
downtown Herndon is like a
Yeah.
rotating.
My
It's like
grade.
a door.
Yeah, they like
rotating,
worked at that
revolving door of
at that
stores.
shop. Like there was like you could get a chain wallet there. I remember. Right by
Yeah,
Great
it was like
Harvest.
that was where everybody bought their like no fear shirts.
Stoozies?
Yeah. Oh, and these bad girls,
Hacky sacks.
senior
There were a lot of
girls,
bad girls in
in
my
Wes's
grade,
class. They robbed these people blind, put them out of business.
Yeah. But they were bad girls.
Oh,
They
my
got
More on the
gosh.
Bad Girls Club
Yeah.
later.
All right. Okay. Honorable mentions.
Stay tuned.
It turns out someone does, in fact, out Pizza the Hut, guys. Little Caesars made big news yesterday when they became the new official sponsor of the NFL. No more Pizza Hut for the NFL. It's Little Caesars. They're the official pizza sponsor of the National Football League.
You think someone tasted the Caesars before they gave them that distinction?
That's great.
Yeah. I love Little Caesars, but I also
Match
really,
made in heaven.
I mean, I love it. I love Little Caesars, but I also know I'm in the minority there. This
No.
is
They
hilarious.
just closed one down the street.
I
How are they
know.
taking over the NFL?
That's
Look,
what I
deep
want to know,
down,
Russ, and I'm mad about
deep down,
that.
everybody loves Little Caesars. It's
I
not-
would hope so. But it is hilarious. I can admit that it's not maybe the best pizza in the world, even though I like it. It's kind of like they have the reputation of, let's say, not the number one pizza option for pizza choices. It's kind of embarrassing for the NFL, if you ask me. Are they going to get Crush Soda to replace Pepsi next?
Yeah, dude. Remember the Orange Crush? That was like the Broncos thing
RC.
back when Elway was there.
There you go.
When Elway
Come
was young.
fly to the games with our
Yeah.
official sponsor, Allegiant Air. Hungry? Wash down your Little Caesars pizza with the official candy of the NFL, Circus Peanuts.
Yeah,
And what are they doing?
Yeah, no
Our other
one's
soda,
eaten-
RC Cola. Is
Yeah,
all
Little
they even
Caesars
deliver
is-
Little Caesars.
is
It's
flying.
embarrassing for the NFL. Great for
man.
Little Caesars.
It was like Wes. It was like I want to say 94-ish. They stopped. They changed their business model from
We're
delivering
bringing back Surge.
to
That would
just
be badass.
carry out, and then they went
Squirt.
hot and ready.
Right. When you
Squirt
when
soda.
you just can't wait to stuff your face with pizza.
guys. They make like nacho dip, like a nacho sauce dipping pizza now.
Yeah, if
They
you
make,
haven't
like,
checked out
a
Little Caesars,
calzone pizza,
go get yourself a
hybrid
hot and
now.
ready.
It's
But I'm with Wes. They had one around the corner that Wes didn't go to, and that's why it went out of business. And I don't know
I would have helped them if I liked it. That's for
if
sure.
they didn't. What's up with this NFL sponsorship and you're closing down stores? Come on.
one of my
anyways,
greatest regrets of going low carb is no more Little Caesars.
Yeah.
How do they have the money? I just don't get it.
It's
I mean,
bad
all
for the
pizza
NFL.
in general, but Little
Human
Caesars.
trafficking, probably.
Speaking
It's
of
part
the
of
NFL, and
No,
sports,
because it's like you said, Pat. They have that like it's like the cardboard cutter model where it's like just one dude back there preparing pizzas and then like doing
Little
one
Caesars is probably going to
transaction.
go bankrupt in the middle of this sponsorship. But let's move on to some other sports updates. The Golden State Warriors are now officially one win away from me being able to pay the IRS what they claim I owe them. So that's good.
Oh wow!
The Warriors beat
paying
the
off
Celtics.
your taxes with gambling winnings,
Yeah.
allegedly.
It's actually just going to be a
Is,
big win for the
nice.
U.S. government, is what it's going to be.
Well, we should
for
stop
them.
paying our taxes.
Yeah.
I still stand by that.
I hate
They
taxes.
sent me a letter
They are
saying, "Hey,
stupid,
you owe
aren't they?
more." I sent them a letter back saying,
Yeah.
"No, we don't." Get out
Guess
of
who
my
didn't
face.
get a letter
Get
from
out.
the IRS? The guy who used an
You?
Asian chick to do his taxes.
There you go. She got the letter, and they couldn't understand.
She
what
said,
she
"Fuck
sent back.
this."
Yeah.
Mark, when you made this bet, I love this. What were the mental circumstances when you made this bet?
So I put in around $300, I'll say, in money. to
What
my account
hour of the day?
Around 1 a.m. Saturday night, Friday, Saturday morning.
How
whatever,
many
Sunday morning.
cocktails we talking?
I mean, my wife was passed out, and I was just playing. So I'm playing.
That's when the
playing
board
in that
makes his
zone.
money.
So I'm playing online craps, and I like to play the dark side because it's not like you're not like at a live table. It's me versus a machine. So that means you play nope, don't pass. And I would go, like $20, $30, and then you can triple it back. So I'd do like $20 and then 60 behind. And I ended up turning like 300 into like 2,200 pretty quickly. I'm like yelling 7. I'm scaring the cats, like 7 at 2 in the morning. On the second roll, you want a 7, not the first when you're
Right.
going the dark side. So I get it up to like 2,200. Now I'm telling my drunk self, I can't go below 2,000 like that. Like
Got to
can't
set a
do it.
limit.
So I get to 2050 because I lost a couple hands in a row, and then I withdraw from the casino. And I'm like, I could just cash out. And the first thing I see is Warriors Celtics series. And the Warriors were at like plus 140 because they had just lost the first game. But I'm like, they're so much better. So I just slapped all 2050 on plus 140 on the Warriors to win 28-70. One win away from turning 300 into 48-70. But let's keep going. The Warriors beat the Celtics in game 5, even though Steph Curry did not make a three-pointer for the first time in 233 games, snapping the longest streak of made threes in the history of the NBA.
I had so many parlays. I had 3 parlays that didn't hit because Steph Curry.
It's a Clay night, everybody.
It was. Well, it was really an Andrew Wiggins night, 26-13.
Wiggins, true.
Wow, that was a good trade. They got him this year. Yikes. Game 6
Yeah,
is
that
in
was
Boston.
an addition. Nice.
Yeah, they got him. Game 6 is in Boston on Thursday, and Game 7, if the Celtics win, would be back in San Francisco on Sunday. The full World Cup 22 in Qatar this November field is set at 32 countries as Australia and Costa Rica captured the last spots this week, with Australia beating Peru on penalty kicks. PK's tough way to lose, but congrats to Australia, who's had a tough go and could use something to cheer about. Although, you could probably say the same thing about Peru, I imagine, any year, right? 54% live in poverty in Peru, but at least they can save some money by not buying World Cup merch and TVs and stuff this year, right?
Yeah, that'll bring the spirits back, not making the World Cup.
Save up.
Cusco ain't doing it for him,
No, it's okay.
It was, so good for us a
will
couple
hear
years
this,
ago, not making the World Cup.
Yeah.
I remember how great that felt as the Americans didn't qualify last time.
Yeah. Tough one for Peru and PKs. Then Costa Rica beat New Zealand yesterday disallowing the Oceania sweep. They beat them 1-0 in a match that saw a goal that was allowed and then controversially removed via VAR, which is video assistance replay for New Zealand. So it would have been 1-1. And then New Zealand promptly got a red card, probably because they were pissed. And so they lost 1-0 to Costa Rica. But the thing about that is like, yes, it's great to go to the World Cup. It's fun. It's exciting for your country. But they would have been in a group with Spain and Germany, which Costa Rica is now. So, pain now or pain then. You're not beating those two
That's true, but you get to make the trip, and your team probably gets a lot of money.
Always better to make it.
It's fun. I was just trying to, paint a picture for New Zealand, those fat, bastards.
No, I mean New Zealand, it's rough.
At least gonna run that long.
At least you aren't. That's a good point, Wes. At least you aren't as bad as being a bigger country as the United States and not making it last go around.
That's true. And Italy hasn't made it the last 2 World Cups.
Oh my goodness! After winning,
they were like undefeated.
Yeah, so we need. America and Italy have a lot of making up to do.
That's true. But if New Zealand had made it
again,
they would have been cheering so loudly it would have caused like a tsunami. So it's probably good.
So who's the favorite?
I think
the Haka would have shook the world.
I think Argentina is actually the world number 1 right now, but they'll blow it. Messi's not going to win at this age. And then I think
but he just had that crazy game for the national team, 5 goals.
What's the team? The Dutch, not the Netherlands, but
Belgium.
Belgium is in the top 3.
They're always good because they have so many good offensive players right now. Yeah.
Germany and Brazil are in the top 5. All right, Brittney Griner, WNBA superstar, is still being detained in Russia. In fact, they extended her detention. Just yesterday, a court in Russia extended the pretrial detention for Brittney Griner until July 2nd. And she's been in custody since February 17th for allegedly having a couple...
Custody, huh?
Custody. She's been in custody. Well, yeah.
It's not her fault, Mark.
She isn't...
Russians.
She isn't in penis study. It's because she allegedly had a few weed vape cartridges at a Moscow airport. So give me a break. It's not like she was moving weight. And Alexei Navalny just disappeared while being transferred to a maximum security prison yesterday as well. He's probably dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Our thoughts and prayers to the Navalny family. They've had a rough go. It's been tough.
They just lost him. On the
whole being Putin's arch nemesis thing was tough on that family.
Putin's such a piece of shit. I hope his blood cancer is pulsating extra hard today. And I think he's probably, this is the silver linings, I think he's probably dying and he wanted to see his arch enemy Navalny die in front of him before he croaks. I'm hoping he's on his deathbed.
Could be bad for Ukraine. The same logic there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we'll keep you updated on both those prisoners in Russia. And lastly, Floyd Mayweather is heading back to Japan to beat the shit out of a Japanese boxer in an exhibition.
Layweather.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Probably because he thinks it's funny.
He thinks it's funny. Like, why is it? It's a no name.
I think he probably has a thing for Asian chicks like Wes, and then he just likes to be over in Japan and then beat up on these guys. Yeah, used to. He's like, the plan is to go over there for a month or so, bang some geishas, whatever the fuck they called, and then knock out a dude. I think that's what Floyd's doing.
There you go. Nice exhibition. Nice little trip.
I'll go fuck some Asian bitches. Why not? Shit.
Make a couple million.
Fuck
Fuck some
million.
geishas.
Fuck some Asian bitches. No problem.
Yeah, that's his logic. You might remember.
Always wanted to go to Japan.
Yeah, this is him waving as he's in Japan. Beating
It'll be a
the
fun
shit out of
trip.
Yeah. Here he is. He did this a couple years ago. If you remember this blonde-haired Japanese
you're right.
kickboxer, he was like undefeated, and they were like, he's going to give Floyd Mayweather a run for his money, and he went over there and like absolutely whooped the shit out of this Japanese.
You know
dude.
what?
So he's
Mayweather-
just doing it again.
Yeah.
He's making a
He had
what was
such
that
a good
old?
time.
Was that called Pride? The old MMA league where they would go
Yes.
over there and like the big time MMA guys from not Japan would crush like the big time Japanese guys.
That's where
when they bring them
Emelianenko destroyed people. Was
Right. So
Rampage
Mayweather's
Jackson was there.
Yeah.
he's kind of taking
Dan
that
Henderson
model
was there.
for himself. Yeah.
Wanderlei Silva, both of the brothers, the Brazilian brothers.
Yeah, they had some good ass fights. I
They
remember
did.
the video.
They won some belts in the UFC, all those people. But yeah, he's 50-0 and was just inducted into the Pro Boxing Hall of Fame on Sunday, and he's just going to go beat up on a Japanese guy. Great,
Right.
good for him. All right, how about we talk about some events that are coming up this weekend in case you're looking for something to do.
Okay.
How about that? First up, the Redneck Rave is back. You may remember we covered this last year. Remember this?
Yes. Someone got murdered or shot.
No.
Shot.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
shot and stabbed, but no one died.
Disappeared in the woods
Throat
and
slit.
came back.
Throat
Yeah.
slit, yeah.
Somebody
Throat
got
slit,
shot
That's
on
right.
accident. They were
Right.
fine. There was also an
Throat slit guy
impalement.
lived.
Came back and partied.
Yes.
Slit.
It was part of a gag.
Yeah, so everyone's on an ATV. One guy impaled himself, like Will said, through his ATV when he drove over a wooden thing that was covering mud because it was all muddy, and the thing slipped, like the board, and out came like a PVC pipe, and it went through the undercarriage of his ATV, through his torso, and impaled him into his driver's seat. But everyone
It's like,
lived.
man, I shouldn't have sharpened these PVC pipes.
Yeah.
Hit him.
Should have left them factory.
We're going to go get some help. But everyone lived. A few hospital trips. It looked like fun, even though country music is not my favorite thing. Beers and a good time is. So
You'd
it's
love a
ba-
country concert. You
Yeah,
would.
yeah. Everything about it besides the music, right? But it's back in Mammoth Cave, Kentucky today, actually. There it is. Here it is. Let me get a picture up of it. Do I have the Redneck Rave in here? I do. It's June 15th through the 19th. So get on down to Mammoth, Kentucky. Get you some. You see, the last one above it was in South Carolina in March, and they had that updated on the
St.
website.
Patty's Day. Redneck Rave.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Their website was all talking about the South Carolina one. It has not updated the event for the Kentucky one. But let's take a look at the promo girl for the South Carolina one, Jackie Sears. They did an interview with Jackie, and she's
Hashtag Big Naturals Day.
Those are some big
yeah,
names.
a woman of few words. They said she's 23. They asked her, "Have you done modeling or promotion before?" She said, "Never." They said, "What made you want to try out the Redneck Riviera promo girl?" She said, "They asked me." They said, "How would you describe working with the photographer and stuff?" She said, "Awesome and fun." What was the highlight of being an R&R promo girl? Meeting new people. What's your favorite thing about you? How I help people.
She's
How
perfect.
Yeah.
all
What is it?
capitalized. How?
What is a peeve you have? Fake people. What was your worst job ever? Gas station. Something at a gas station. She's a woman of few
She's a
words.
keeper.
Yeah, she goes beer over wine. What else did she say? She said they asked if you could bring back one music artist, who would it be? She said Tom Petty. Nice. And what's the longest you ever gone without showering? 4 days. That's a red flag, but I guess maybe she was at the festival. She might have been at the festival.
Bad girl.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the question you're asked all the time? Where are you from? I think it's probably what size are you?
No
yeah.
one. What?
What
Hey,
size are those?
You drunk enough yet?
What's your least favorite thing to do? Traveling.
Can I get you a drink?
Yeah,
Where are
can I
you
get a drink?
from?
And then her wordiest answer by far is, if you could change or make a new law, what would it be? And she said, fixing the damn potholes.
Oh man,
Yeah, she's
politician.
She likes Tom Petty and smooth rides. Hey, good for her.
Cool.
So there you go. She likes beer too. A few listeners of ours attended last year's, and I think the one prior to South Carolina, and they told us we should go. So maybe we should go to the next one, maybe, and
Yes.
film some stuff. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll work on it.
Redneck. What's it called? Redneck Rave.
Rave.
We're
what else-
going to a Redneck Rave eventually.
We got to. What else is happening this weekend? Well, it's jam packed this weekend. It's Father's Day, so probably a lot of grilling and going to restaurants and whatnot on Sunday. Do you know what else is on Sunday?
The start of the Stanley Cup.
Juneteenth. June
Oh,
19th,
yes.
our
Oh,
newest federal holiday, and for a good reason, right? It commemorates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans and also is often observed for celebrating African American culture, food, art, the works. And right under the Redneck Rave event, the #1 recommended event is Juneteenth. So,
Wow.
one of the
You
other.
can just go back to back. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
You know
Take it
what?
off.
Yeah, you do. You go to the Redneck Rave, and at the end, before you shower, you just go head over to the Juneteenth. And you just make it a double.
stinky. Yeah. Slightly different vibe with the gospel on that event, but there are tons of Juneteenth events everywhere. That was just one specific one, except that town in Texas that had the 3 white hosts that got shut down. That Juneteenth
Is that
event.
Texas or Oklahoma? But yeah,
What is this
that was-
again?
Yeah. Yeah, but you can celebrate Juneteenth without going anywhere to events, kind of like Father's Day. Just enjoy the Sunday, everyone. And I saved the best for last. If you're feeling really adventurous, have some extra cash laying around, and are able to hurry, you can go to the Faroe Islands for the annual whale hunting event.
Oh man, we missed it.
No, we didn't. There's 4 of them.
Oh,
There's
that's right.
4
There are.
years.
Four summer.
They won
They
They
just
go
a summer.
yeah, 4 summer. They
I was
just
gonna say,
finished.
didn't they just do this?
They just finished the first whale slaughter of the season, and it's pilot whales that are getting butchered to send a message to their bigger, more dangerous cousins. They usually do about 4 hunts a summer, so the next one should be very soon. Usually about 800 pilot whales, which are part of the dolphin family, are killed. But last year, the Faroesians, or whatever the hell they're called, got a little carried away, which in hindsight might have started this whole human whale beef, and they killed 1,500 dolphins and pilot whales. So they kind of doubled up last year and just slaughtered everything.
It's a grind.
Yeah. It was a big season.
They're horrible people. These Faroese. Look at these things that they're slaughtering, guys. Real quick, just look at that. That's a pilot whale.
Yeah. Well, it looks
You
better on the
smiling
plate.
at
You ever seen a cute cow or a cute goat?
Smiling at. Yeah.
It looks
A cute sheep.
looks
It's like
better
he's
at a
having-
sushi wrap. You know what I
Cute
mean?
pig.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, okay.
Nom 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 nom. Oh.
This is. I mean, it's very upsetting to me that they've done this on Orca Awareness Month, and it's so upsetting, in fact, that I have commenced the process of getting the orca tattoo
Well, good.
to scale with the tiger shark.
There
So,
you go. Well, the Parisians have
coming.
made a point of it's no turning back now, so it's time to pick a side and pick up a spear and finish this damn thing, right? And that's the weekend events, which takes us to this.
The cream of the crop!
And guess what? Today's top story is
It's the calm before the storm. There's some bad weather brewing in the air.
I mean, he's just an electric entertainer.
He's always on.
he
The
is-
best.
He's always on. He's the
cocaine.
best.
You forgot that part. Wes.
I've done cocaine.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking genius.
Yeah. Oh,
if
for
any
sure,
of us
the
were
Macho
that,
Man's the
if
best.
any of us were that awesome on cocaine, people would just send us cocaine.
He loved his performance enhancers for sure, though.
Yeah,
That
for
was one thing everybody knew about the Macho Man.
But he's right. There's some bad weather brewing in the U.S. We got double derechos. We got golf-sized hail. We have tornadoes and so much heat that 100 million Americans have been advised to stay indoors in the South and Southeast up to the East Coast. The 100 million advised to stay inside is funny to me because it's been like over 100 degrees 10 days in a row in Austin. It hit 105 recently, and there's no end in sight. And the articles I read were like, the poor people in Jackson, Mississippi had to brave the 95-degree conditions to do chores. It's terrible. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I get it. It's humid, but give me a fucking break. 95's pants weathers in Austin these days.
Austin summers are just unbearable. I mean, it gets to the point where you just feel like you've been beaten down by the sky. Like,
This is the hottest one in at least 5 years, and I'm embracing it, just hitting up that baby pool and floating. And
Yeah,
the funny
you gotta
thing
do
is,
something.
Will, it's not officially summer until a week from today.
Right.
So, but I'm glistening in my,
Hashtag Fat Boy Summer.
glistening in my Fat Boy summer tanks already for about a month now. Speaking of heat, ERCOT, the Texas-only energy provider while everyone else is on a national grid, has asked Texans to set their thermostats to 82 degrees before bed, which is exactly 20 degrees higher than I do. Fuck ERCOT. I hope it fails again this summer so we can just get rid of it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my son had his birthday party on Sunday, and he did a smart thing, which was do something that girls can also go to. So he did ice skating, and
Yeah.
it's
AC.
Oh,
it's
man, I had my
freezing.
first French kiss ice skating. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like him and his boy and
Yeah.
two girls. But I almost passed out on the way from the car to the place because I had a sweatshirt on, I had pants on. It was like 105 degrees. But it's obviously
You didn't
cold
carry
in
that
there.
in your arms till you got inside.
No, I just had it on.
Did
Such
they
a
ever
good
catch?
date.
Did they ever catch those girls?
Yeah, they caught him. They ate some pizza with him too.
Oh man, Wes sent this
Oh,
great
your
video
son. Your
of the
son
boys,
was-
girls separated via maybe 12 feet on the ice.
Yeah,
but
no,
Wes'
Just a
son
couple
was
seconds.
comfortable. He was comfortable on
Yeah,
the
he had
skates,
his
though.
hands in his like sweatshirt.
He
while
was
everyone else was, like,
whistling.
holding the wall.
Everybody else was
Yeah.
holding the wall. It was
Oh,
very
yeah.
impressive.
Oh man. All you gotta do is hold that door open when you're leaving for a girl.
Yeah.
That's you're in. But yeah, enough about Texas. Let's talk about double derechos. That's dose storms. Derechos are long-lasting, long in area, in space, wind thunderstorms that produce all sorts of bullshit, from lightning to tornadoes to hail. And these bastards swept through the Midwest Monday night all the way to West Virginia. Tornado alarms went off at Wrigley Field. The strongest wind ever recorded in Fort Wayne, Indiana, at 98 miles per hour, knocked over all sorts of shit, fucked up houses, knocked over giant trees. In Ohio, more than 300,000 people lost power in 90-degree weather, as did several other places. It was nasty. It was too many derechos, if you ask me. Just fucked up shit all over the Midwest. And guess what? More supercells are coming today and Thursday through the Midwest. Expect some hail, loss of power, and hopefully no tornadoes, but there are a shitload of tornado threats in the next 2 days all over the place in like 10 states. Then you got Yellowstone, which is still way over flooded. Now some tourists are trapped and they can't get out. Will talked about it yesterday, but it seems to have gotten worse. Now tourists are trapped, and people that live in these communities can't drink the water because all the water is like, muddy and shit. And it's undrinkable. There's no way in or out
flooding,
except by boat or helicopter. So they're all trapped. There's no roads. There's no bridges. Not great.
I've been on a
They were
tornado.
supposed to try to evacuate everybody starting after they closed the entrances.
Still doing
And
it.
they expected it to last Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll see. Hopefully they can get everybody out by Wednesday. But if not, then they didn't hit the timeline they thought they would.
Two things I watch on YouTube the most currently: Pitbull stuff and tornadoes. It's just
You like scaring yourself?
It's just my brain is just
I like excitement.
state of alert.
Yeah.
You Googled pit NATO yet?
No, I haven't.
Ooh.
Wes creates his own fear porn. He programs his
Yeah.
own
I love
own for himself.
Sometimes I bet he searches teenagers making fun of 40-year-old man.
And I do like bully beatdowns,
Oh yeah, makes me feel alive. Guess what? Hurricanes are here too, with multiple like tropical storms out in the Caribbean Sea and all that stuff. Atlantic now too. So check your local weather and stay safe out there, because it looks like everywhere but the far west coast is getting touched up by nature this week. So
beautiful out here and temperate.
yeah, California looked like 73 and sunny everywhere.
It's like
okay.
80 and sunny and perfect. No
Everyone
wind
else is
today.
getting wrecked. And that's today's cup of coffee, because the weather's brewing, which is brought like the coffee, the weather's brewing, and it's brought to you by Upside. From cringing at the pump to getting an eye-popping check at your favorite restaurant, inflation is hitting us all where it hurts, and it really hurts. Ouch. That's why I started using Upside. Upside's an incredible app for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. With every purchase, I'm earning cash back thanks to Upside. You can use it anywhere. Like I said, the gas pump, I got my wife on that because she drives all the time. I don't drive much, but I'm going out to a restaurant tomorrow. I'm going to be using it. And all you have to do to get started is download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play. Use the promo code HARDFACTOR, one word, and get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. Now, I want you to hear that again. It's free in the App Store. You look up Upside, and then you get it, and then you put in promo code HARDFACTOR, and then you get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. So it's free, plus you get free money. Okay,
What does it cost though?
it's free.
I don't get it. Wait, it's free
On
to
the
get
house.
cash back?
It's one of those apps that's free, and then they give you money for your first purchase. So all you have to do is claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside, check in at the business, pay as usual with a credit or debit card, and get paid, because you're going to pay anyways to these places you're going. So you check in, you pay, nothing else happens. You just hit check in on the app, and then you get $5 back on $10 or more. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside. You can cash out at any time to your bank account, PayPal. You can get e-gift cards for Amazon and other brands. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week. Let's get that up even more. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. Download the free Upside app and use promo code HARDFACTOR to get $5 more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. $5 cash back, $10 or more purchase.
Do it. All right. Now, before we take the long journey to space, because that's going to be a long trip, right? You get on a spaceship, you go to Mars or something. It's going to take a few months. If I do that, I'm going to have to stock up on some Black Buffalo first. Right. Okay. Whether I'm passing time reading the news or taking a multi-year trip to Elon's Mars colony, either way, I'm going to want to do it with a nice tin of Black Buffalo by my side, pouches for me. And since Black Buffalo provides such a high quality tobacco-free alternative, I'm getting all those relaxing dip sessions 100% guilt-free, no matter where I am, spaceship, desk, whatever, shower. If you're 21 and up, and dip or chew, this edible green leaf and food grade ingredient tobacco alternative is made in the USA, and it's worth a shot. I'm a pouches guy, like I said. I love them all the flavors, even the nicotine-free Rituals pouches. They're great too. Always convenient and relaxing in my experience. It's 2022. Are you still dipping traditional tobacco or those white portion things? If so, and you're 21, it's time to get with Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. Head to blackbuffalo.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use our promo code HARDFACTOR, all one word, for 25% off your first order. That's promo code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order at blackbuffalo.com. This stuff is great. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. So, what's your favorite flavors, guys, of the Black Buffalo?
Blood orange.
Mint.
You know it.
Mint.
Blood
I'm a wintergreen guy, Wes.
I'm a fruity guy.
Fruity?
Think about getting on those zeros, man. I gotta.
They're Rituals, and they're good. Just as juicy. Fantastic. Very flavorful. All right. It's time, guys.
Space is the place. Hello.
Arsenio was so freaked out.
All right, sorry. I thought I'd be able to get the helmet on in the time that it takes Macho Man and Arsenio to say that, but no. But now it's on. All right,
It's not Velcro, Will. You have to slide it over that noggin of yours.
I got a big head. And this thing was probably made
like
for like a teenager.
You got a machine wash cold, Will. It'll shrink otherwise.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's a hand wash.
Yeah, earlier this morning, I was noticing how my stomach's just hanging out from the bottom of my sweatshirt.
You know what? It kind of
it's just bigger. It's just bigger than the shirt. You know.
Well, you know, it kind of looks like your helmet. Kind of looks like you're inside of a bald eagle's mouth a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's pretty bad. That's a place I'd love to be. It's a place I'd love to be.
He's like an anamorphic, whatever, the eagle.
Spaceship eagle.
Yeah.
All right. The most American thing possible. Okay, since the helmet kind of fucked up, I'm gonna play the clip one more time because it's gonna hit the intro real hard. Okay, here we go.
Space is the place. Hello.
It certainly is, Macho Man. And with the Fed about to raise rates by 0.75 of a point for the first time since 1994 later this week, effectively doubling the current interest rate, with more to come. Let's take our eyes to space, where maybe we can be distracted while we're not only taping this very recording under a strawberry moon. Did you guys know that? Strawberry moon while we tape this.
Never heard of it.
What is that, like a Beatles song?
It's means the moon's red and big.
Okay.
Right now.
Thought that was a
Check
red
it out.
moon.
Pat, can you see it?
Blood moon.
Blood moon.
Strawberry moon.
It's out there, man.
It's like a blood moon, except like the Disney version was. But
might
also
want to look outside.
Is it red, Pat?
Check it out. Check it out.
The moon's on its period. Looks
Yeah,
like
it's supposed to be huge too. Strawberry moon. We're taping it, so this is going to be a special Space Mountain Strawberry
it's
Moon
moon
edition.
strating.
Big moon period.
But guys, we also have a new UFO sighting by way of Jimmy Wet, by way of Dante the Don in Illinois, above the Medina Community College. What do you guys think? See those things?
I heard
It's the
about this.
saucers.
Is that Medina, Texas?
And Medina, Illinois Community College, I think is what they were saying. So
The hell are those?
no video, But what do you think of those discs? You think
No video. Who doesn't do the video when they see a fucking
No
UFO?
video. Could it
Guys,
be
liars.
could it be a
It's upsetting.
smudge in the lens then if it's no video?
Yeah, it could be.
Right.
It could be anything.
could be a greasy guys like
Yeah.
fry things. Yeah,
Someone
I
with
mean,
the
it's
Little
like-
Caesars.
you got to go video, everybody. This is just really a lesson that it should be a video and not a still. If you're trying to,
Looks like a tornado's about to hit there. I mean, Wes would know as our resident tornado expert, but that's
It's getting close. Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
should
don't
be
see
careful.
I don't see a funnel cloud, but it's
right.
Do you
It's
think
ominous.
possibly the UFOs bring in the weather?
Maybe. I mean, those to cloud themselves,
Or they
possibly.
ride the tornado.
Those
what,
look
a
pretty
Terminator?
UFO-y. Those look very UFO-y. But I'm with you guys. I wish it was a video like this animation of starquakes, which were recently discovered by the European Space Agency's Gaia Observatory. And they said to think of a starquake like a quote large scale tsunami. So if a tsunami was too small for you, think of it as a bigger one of those. And obviously it's on the surface of the sun. So fire tsunami.
Oh,
Pretty badass, right?
That is.
Starquake. Yeah.
It sounds like a finishing move in a fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the
Hang
nerds
on, let
just
me
made that
Let
one
me just tap in the fire tsunami code real quick. Boom, dead.
because it sounds so cool. The
KO.
scientists were like, we got to
Yeah.
do it. We got to make a
like a
starquake.
great orgasm.
A fire tsunami?
Starquake orgasm.
Starquake.
Starquake should be
Oh,
a sex
Starquake.
move for
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
It's the Starquake. Probably has to do with the butthole.
Give you a
Okay.
Starquake.
Oh, that's that's an assgasm.
No, that's the fire
That's
tsunami.
assgasm, Starquake. They already have that.
Quaked all night.
Similarly badass and also terrifying, scientists have recently confirmed there is a rogue black hole just moving around the Milky Way galaxy. Could be a neutron star, but maybe it's also a black hole. Scientists don't know. Either way, it's the first time they're seeing one of these things just running around the galaxy out there, just wherever it wants
That's
to go.
not good.
It's double to quadruple the size of our sun, and it's moving at about 100,000 miles per hour. Really
You
hope
say
it's not coming
you
towards
say
Earth.
it's in the Milky Way galaxy?
It's in our galaxy. Yeah.
So, like, theoretically, isn't it just a race against time because black holes, like, always
Everything in.
expand? So, like, they start, I mean, obviously, the galaxy, the universe is huge, but at some point, isn't the black hole just going to suck it all in eventually?
I think it's so big, and I've from what I understand, we're not really close to any
Except for
anytime
this
soon.
one.
A black hole. Well, it's moving. It could come towards us. Who knows?
It's in our
Whatever
own
comes our way.
backyard. I mean, is a black
our
hole like a
galaxy.
is it like a vacuum cleaner?
Oh yeah, it's like it literally goes. It's a black hole to nowhere. It
It's
just
like a star.
Ultra gravity.
It's like a starquake stuck at open.
Oh, that's a gape. It's a star gape.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, it wants to
SG1.
close.
SG
Yeah.
It wants to close real bad. It really wants to close, but it can't. It's got too much
SG1.
dark matter.
Feels too good.
SG1's here.
There's a singularity in there. You can't close around that thing. Yeah. So if this moving fucking rogue black hole does come
Looks
our
like
way,
a butthole, too. Look at it.
Does yeah.
doesn't it? A lot of space looks like buttholes. But
Yeah.
if it does come our way, I hope it sends an FRB first because NASA has traced the source of FRB 190520, the only one that's never turned off, by the way, discovered in 2019 with collaboration with China. It's been traced to a dwarf galaxy located 3 billion light years away. So this thing over here, one of these galaxies that the telescope took a picture of, it's blurry because it's 3 billion light years
Dude,
away.
well,
That's what's
that looks-
sending us the fucking FRB.
That looks
Never
like
turned off.
That looks like Christmas lights.
yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
Wes took a picture of his Christmas tree
Yeah,
with the
that's
exposure
bullshit.
way down on his
Mark,
camera.
we need to get the web up because hopefully it'll take a better picture of that.
The last thing
This
he
is the
showed
Hubble.
us looked
This
like
is the
lights
Hubble.
too.
This I don't recognize whatever that is because
I mean,
Right.
Wes,
Well, the scientists are saying that's the galaxy
Uh-huh.
sending this fucking FRB that never turns off. You
if
guys
you
know
stop
FRBs,
down
right?
a ton, you could recreate that right now with what's in your room, right? Like,
1,000%.
yes.
yeah, can you
Oh, for
stop
sure.
down easily on your camera?
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay,
A little bit more.
a little bit more. A little bit more.
A little bit more.
There it is.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty much.
There we
Yeah, that's
go.
it. That's
There
it.
it is.
Oh, Wes is sending us FRBs. Ooh.
It's the exact fucking same.
Wes is the FRB master. Well, they say this is from the Hubble telescope. Hopefully James Webb can clear that up for us.
They're such
Same
they're such
thing.
con artists.
Well, if they are at NASA, then Chinese are too, because coincidental
yeah.
reporting
Both of those
out of China.
groups are con artists. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Check it out. Coincidental reporting out of China from the gigantic Fast Radio Telescope System, aka China's Sky Eye. It's a giant radio telescope. says that they also found irregularities in their 2019 data and found quote unquote suspicious signals that they need to validate. And the goal of the China Sky Eye is literally just to pick up alien signals if they do exist. So
China's
maybe we'll find them
China's
one day.
so jealous. They're like, yeah, we're seeing aliens too. They're like, yeah, they got nothing up there. They're like,
Right.
yeah, no, we're seeing UFOs too. Yeah, sure, China. They don't want to hang out with you, bro.
And it's not just
I
it's
just
not
missed
China
it.
either, Mark.
Yeah,
crazy.
exactly. Recreate that.
Shit.
More on the international space jealousy to come. Thanks to Adam and Nat for the FRB news. And former and hopefully one day recurring Hard Factor guest, Professor Avi Loeb.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
okay.
Will-
Man.
Well, I saw his email today randomly while I was typing out an email to intern Al. You know, it auto almost populated, and I saw that at Harvard email address, and I was like,
you want to poke him?
I was just feeling the Avi energy. I'm really glad you're bringing him up. I
Well,
feel like
here,
now's a
let's-
good time to reach out.
No, well, you guys will now will be able to reach out with knowledge because let me tell you, I just read his latest paper, and former Hard Factor guest Professor Avi Loeb of Harvard University thinks this about the possible origin of our universe. He says, "quote A less explored possibility is that our universe was created in the laboratory of an advanced technological civilization. Since our universe has a flat geometry with zero net energy, an advanced civilization could have developed a technology that created a baby universe out of nothing through quantum tunneling," unquote. So basically, Professor Avi is going with the theory at the end
We're
of
tiny.
Men in Black,
Yeah, we're tiny. Yeah.
where it's a bunch of giant aliens and we're just a marble in their sack. You know, our galaxy is just a marble.
Mark likes this one because it has to do with a cat.
It does.
Oh,
because
yeah.
The cat was wearing it around its neck at one point.
Yeah.
I'm showing you guys a thing to refresh your memory, but you see.
Oh yeah. It's gonna
Zoom
get
out
totally
first.
stricken down by YouTube, so we'll have to keep talking over.
No.
Creating a lot of
I
extra
got a
editing.
cover photo. I got a cover photo for YouTube. Don't worry.
Yeah, sometimes that works.
Cover photo is gonna save
Yeah,
the
so
day.
these guys are playing marbles, and we're one of the marbles. Yeah, our galaxy is one of the marbles.
Oh.
Boom. So the alien puts the marbles in the bag. That's the advanced society that created all.
It's a
those
hard
galaxies.
video for the Christians to watch.
How can you just? Yeah, you can't
Impossible.
really disprove anything, right? It could be.
No, that's what Avi's saying.
Yeah.
I would love to have him on to talk about it.
It's
He blew my
unlikely,
mind.
but
Right, because he's like, it's just as likely as anything else that's out
it's
there. He's
it's
like,
just as
yeah,
likely as anything else is the thing,
Right.
which is they're all very, very unlikely.
Exactly. So
Like,
Avi's like, hey, this one could
Yeah.
work too.
Yeah.
But the Russians, Mark, like the Chinese, they're getting a little jealous of the alien stuff over at Roscosmos. They now say they also believe in aliens because Putin's human spacesuit, Dmitry Rogozin, has recently confirmed Russia has a UFO tracking program now too,
We saw
just
them too,
like
yes,
NASA,
yes.
but better. He says. This is
yeah, they saw him too. Yeah.
Yeah, we have seen them, yes. And obviously, China wants to find them first with the giant alien dish we just discussed. So everybody's researching aliens and hoping to find them first. That's the next stage of the space race, and one that I don't think any of us would mind losing, right? But you don't have to be first to find aliens.
No,
No, in fact, maybe you don't want to be.
probably.
I mean,
not.
we're kind of fucking up. I hope someone finds it before us. We're sending like roadmaps with like pictures of our dicks and stuff to aliens.
Yeah,
Like I'd like another country that's a little bit more conservative to take the lead here.
we're
Russia
asking
and
to
China
get
are trying.
Secundiist over here.
Yeah,
Like,
they're gonna secundy us pretty bad.
If you
Yeah.
find them first, though, then you can be like, yo, those Russians, I might want to get rid of them. You know what I mean?
You hear what they said about you?
Yeah.
That's true. I think that's what the Russians and the Chinese are going for. Maybe we know they might be hostile. Hanging
have-
back seems like a decent play to
Let's
me.
have the big meeting in Russia.
Thanks to Dutch Hammer for that one about Roscosmos. Now, much to everyone's chagrin in the space race that we just talked about, Elon Musk's SpaceX Starship has finally been cleared by the FAA for its July launch next month. It's taking off or scheduled to, pending the mitigation of 75 issues the FAA slapped them with during an environmental assessment of the
Are
Boca
people
Chica,
going on that
Texas
thing?
launch site. Not on the first test, but
Okay.
the bad news for the competition, like I was saying, SpaceX plans to test this Starship monthly going forward. After that, they plan to take people to the moon and Mars with
Is
the
that-
same ship.
Same model, same ship.
Same one. It's their next ship after the Dragon. And if you
Nice.
remember, the Dragon did pretty fucking good. It got
Yeah, it
like
was
every
good.
contract on Earth.
This one chases
So-
the dragon.
That's right.
Yes, the Starship.
I'll
chases
tell you what, boys.
Starship will go beyond the
Could you
Dragon.
imagine chasing the dragon while getting shot into space? That would be
Oh
cool.
man. Well, I'd rather be sober.
Yeah, no shit.
Little bit of
Yeah, you
Adderall.
wouldn't survive. You'd definitely pass
Your
out. Like
mind
in the
would go
G's, right?
insane, yeah.
G-boards.
I'm circling my Texas trip dates for this summer, and when I do those Texas trip dates, I'm gonna be headed coast side, and I'm going to make an effort to go to Bocas Chicas, take some pics.
Yeah, you should definitely
see what Musk is doing down there.
It's like the new Cape Canaveral, except it's just all SpaceX. Thanks, Charles, for monitoring those bastards at the FAA. He was really upset about them, about the report. And then also thanks to JD23 for this last one. What's up, Mark?
Nice. My lady and Wes's lady both took separate videos of the Tesla Gigafactory while they were driving, and I have one that I keep forgetting to bring it up on the show. I won't do it this show, but I'll do it soon. It's just a car going 85 miles an hour along the length of the Gigafactory, and it takes about 35 seconds to.
Insane. Yeah, they have
maybe
those,
longer.
Yeah,
40, it's about.
Welcome to the club, Austin.
15 football fields long. You couldn't. I mean, you couldn't possibly staff that building. It would take about 850,000 people, I would imagine. So there's probably some secret shit going on in there.
They make these videos whenever they make a new Gigafactory because it's so massive.
It's insane.
Ununderstandable how big it is.
It's not understandable.
Made them in like Reno, Berlin, Shanghai, now Austin as well.
It's about a mile. It's about a mile long.
It's huge. The Austin's is the biggest one, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It has to be.
I think it is. Now, on to the last one from JD23 for some space age health news. As teased a couple episodes ago, even if you don't ever want to go to Elon's Mars colony, maybe you'll be able to see people do it if you live a lot longer on Earth. And that might be possible. Taking it back to Harvard one last time, where scientist David Sinclair's lab is using proteins that can turn adult mice's cells into embryonic stem cells. No fetuses required. Quote, it's a permanent reset.
That mouse on the right looks fucked up.
Yeah,
yeah, no shit.
They moved it back.
Looks like shit, Mark.
That mouse sucks, dude.
It's old.
Yeah,
and then they made it. They made it young again.
Oh,
yeah. What does that mean?
Will? Really?
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It means that, so they turned the adult cells into embryonic stem cells. I'm about to read you the quote from the scientist. Quote, it's a permanent reset as far as we can tell, and we think it may be a universal process that could be applied across the body to reset our age. I believe that in the future, delaying and reversing aging will be the best way to treat the diseases that plague most of us. That's what David Sinclair.
That mouse on the right was a before, and the mouse on the left is the same mouse after.
I think in that picture, that's a mouse that they had aged faster to make the picture, to make the point.
I looked a lot like the mouse on the right.
Right, but basically they're injecting these mice with a solution that includes specific genetic factors that re-engage embryonic stem cells in the body and zaps them back to their prime age to do it all over again. So it basically zaps, the stem cells can make you younger again, and then you could age all over again. Until this is available, though, for humans in like the stores, which he thinks it will be one day, Sinclair suggests fasting, avoiding sugar, and taking supplements is the way to stay biologically young.
Before immortality workout.
Right. Well, they said 200 years because other mammals live about 200 years and they don't have a problem with it. Whales and whatnot. They originally discovered this process by fixing an eye in the same way. So
we gotta get Putin dead before this.
Boys, we just gotta last long enough for this thing.
Yeah, let's party on.
Cut back just enough.
It's kind of what he said in the article, but he takes it to the extreme.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty expensive.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, they'll kill a lot of people before they.
We're not gonna be able to afford it.
Yeah, before we get it. Yeah. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's come back to Earth, but we're gonna be international. Yeah.
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
All right, guys, let's face it. People who buy reptiles and cold-blooded things as pets are weirdos, right? It's not an insult. It's probably a compliment. That's what they want you to think. Oh, look at me. I own a weird reptile because I'm kooky and crazy and untraditional.
You think they want to be known as weirdos?
I call it dog.
Of course, they love that they're weird. That's what
it's part of their identity.
Does the snake freak you out?
Yeah.
All right, here's your weed.
Stupid dog.
All right, here's your weed.
Now get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, it's fine. To each their own, right? In fact, Scientific American put out an article scientifically stereotyping people's personalities based on the kind of pets they own. And let's look at what they had to say about people that own cold-blooded animals and reptiles. So first, according to Scientific American, if you own a cold-blooded pet and are a dude, you are likely less agreeable than female or male owners of traditional pets, aka you're a weird asshole and you describe yourself as more relaxed and unpredictable, aka you're lazy and have anger issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if
less agreeable. Wait, so they describe themselves positively, and then this study saying that means a negative thing.
No, this is what the study has proven.
It says you're angry.
Yeah, it says
Does it say anything about capes?
No, doesn't. But that, Pat, I'm sure that goes hand in hand. Yeah. And if you're a female who owns a cold-blooded animal, they say you are much more open to new experiences than male or female owners of traditional pets. I don't really need to spell that out for you. Mark got it right.
There's no virgin female owners of snakes.
Right.
They don't exist.
Don't be nervous about broaching the three-way subject if your lady has a snake.
Right.
She's going to be amenable, let's just say.
Yeah.
It also says that you're unconventional and novelty seeking, aka you're a weirdo who does weird things.
I mean, either way, I feel
science.
like reptile peeps are much more likely to be orgy peeps, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
The Venn diagram is much closer.
Yeah, there's some pluses.
Shockingly, you put it on a graph, you're shocked at the difference.
I also found I went on Reddit and was looking, what kind of people are snake people or reptile people. And I found this, I believe, as a psychologist. They said they tend to be called vulnerable narcissists, is characterized by deep insecurities. Sometimes I avoid people because I'm concerned they won't acknowledge what I do for them. Vulnerable narcissism is characterized by high emotional volatility and is the form of narcissism that involves a more defensive style, such that individuals are highly reactive to threats to feelings of self-worth. Plus, snake owners tend to perceive themselves as being misunderstood by others. It's what draws them to snakes.
Hence
They
the
feel that
capes.
snakes are misunderstood, giving them a chance. Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
this is all science. Yeah.
That's also the number one thing that school shooters have in common.
Snake owners.
They feel misunderstood.
That's very true. Very true. But what Scientific American didn't say is that if you own a cold-blooded pet, you're also likely an irresponsible loser who will abandon your bearded dragon or snake in the woods if you can't afford to pay for the electricity costs of the heat lamps and UV lamps, which is exactly what many people are doing, many weirdos, are doing in the UK with their exotic pets as the cost of living prices skyrocket over there, according to Newsweek. So it's actually
dumping.
They're just
lizards?
dumping. Yeah. According to Newsweek, the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals says it's bracing for a surge in the abandonment of animals such as snakes and bearded dragons as higher electricity bills start rolling in the UK. In fact, one weirdo who owns a pet shop, Charles Thompson, here he is. Look at him. He loves snakes, doesn't he?
He really does. He's wearing a ZZ Top shirt.
Yeah. He said that people are just dropping off bearded dragons and snakes to him left and right now because they just can't afford to run these heat lamps and UV lamps 24/7, which is what required for these animals because you have to mimic that the fucking jungle.
Arizona.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. People are leaving them on the side of the roads. People are retrieving them, bringing them into pet shops, and
the UK is not really the climate for reptiles.
No, they'll die so quick, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's all cold and mountainy and seaside.
I mean, dude, neither is any guy's bedroom in America, but they make it that climate, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
No, I think a bedroom's actually like great
they
climate.
do like heat lamps and
you
stuff.
have to do heat lamps and UV lamps to keep these things alive.
UK doesn't have like a giant heat lamp outdoors.
Yeah, there's also not a lot of guys named Brandon over there, which is numero uno for snake owners.
Absolutely. Bentham, if there was more.
Oh, you didn't know you needed a heat lamp, son? Damn.
Brandon!
Yeah. 100% of Benthamins.
Don't you feed that snake without calling me in there.
Yeah.
Hey, is the heat lamp on? So one person found 2 trash bags in their garden, and inside those trash bags were these baby horned toad and a bearded dragon. So it's just what's happening over there. People are just abandoning these exotic animals because they can't afford them. They can't afford.
What's happened this last couple of years has been nuts to see how many people just absolutely do not give a fuck about animals. Like, because during COVID, there were so many like dogs adopted, then returned, and then now these things are just being left like on the road.
COVID brought out the worst in humanity.
It's an asshole indicator.
So many people, but what's crazy is it's a lot of society feels like it's fine to just like grab a pet and toss it on the road.
What do you think? Like it's like COVID hits and someone, John Doe, Jane Doe gets a dog, a puppy, and then COVID ends and they get rid of the puppy. Do you think that they realize they're an asshole? Or do you think they're just like, oh, whatever? Like,
no, man.
You think they
the
learn
thing about
anything
assholes?
That was COVID. That was COVID.
Assholes don't know they're assholes, Mark.
Because so
That's
many
what-
people did it during COVID, Mark. That's what I'm saying. It was so common. Because like even the shelters, like if
You don't think they feel like they're pieces of shit secretly? And
As
just-
long as it goes to a
shelters are all
no-kill shelter, I
overrun.
don't think they have any kind of conscience about it.
right? The shelters now are all overrun with dogs because
Right.
everybody's gotten rid of them.
And remember that story I did that these idiots who got dogs during COVID, they just kept the dogs inside, didn't socialize them, and now dogs are just biting everyone because they're finally outside on leashes.
Right? So it's like
They're
so many
just-
problems all at once with pets. It's insane.
Yeah, it's hilarious. So yeah, be on the lookout for any bearded dragons or crazy exotic animals. If you're living in the UK, you can always drop them off to Charles Thompson at his pet shop. He'll take them in and go broke trying to save these things. Next,
I saw one. Ivan in Texas sent something in about how there's one pet no kill shelter that won't give any dogs to Second Amendment supporters anymore. So I don't know if
Oh,
that
really?
has anything to do with it either. Yeah,
It's a no-kill shelter.
yeah.
there you go.
Safest policy.
Next, let's go to Mexico, where one man might be responsible for every monkeypox infection that we will soon get, Mark, here in Texas. Mexican health authorities have confirmed that one asshole who was vacationing in Puerto Vallarta from May 27th to June 4th, and before that was in Germany from May 12th to May 16th. This one asshole who, while in Mexico, was at the beach partying every night at the Mantamar Beach Club. You guys would just absolutely love this place. It's fantastic.
Mantamar,
Yeah,
whoa.
Mantamar Beach Club.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna like house sitting. Yeah.
It looks like that.
Hey,
that
Mar, you
awesome
think you
resort
can drop
in
your?
Atlanta.
Do you think you can drop the K, Mar?
Yeah, Mantamar.
And just go down there.
God. Yeah, exactly. Mantamar.
Mantamar. Man by the sea, I think is what it means.
Yeah.
Hey, this weekend,
men by the sea. Wes.
Men by the sea.
this weekend, no K.
Men playing in the sea.
That's the code word, Pat.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna lose the K mark. I got you.
Anyway, this guy was down there having a great time. He's partying at Mantamar. He's at the club. He's sweating all over all these other guys. They're just, happy Pride Month. He's doing his thing. By the way, also, forgot to mention, if you're looking for something to do, it's a Brawny Bear Weekend coming up in November 16th to 20th.
Guy's nowhere thick
think-
enough to be a bear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the catchphrase is "sop it up."
Sop it up.
Like the paper towels.
Yeah.
I think we might be able to get Calm some tickets. Not sure what we'd have to do,
Yeah,
but
I think we would get free tickets to go to
walk
Brawny
around,
Bear.
maybe
Yeah.
get some our asses slapped in a thong, free drinks and a vacation. Might not be so bad.
And to Mar.
Looking for any more bears, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Hey, have you guys been to Mantamar? All of you.
Yeah. Anyway,
Really?
Hi, I'm Mar.
anyway, this 48-year-old asshole, he went to the hospital because down there he started getting chills, a cough. He had lesions on his face and neck,
Son
muscle
of a
pain,
bitch.
according to the Jalisco State Health Department. So the hospital was like, "Hey,
Yeah, silent J.
Jalisco, hey, you got to stay here. We
Jalapenos.
got to test you for monkeypox." And the guy said, "Well, fuck that. I got to get back home. I got more Brawny Bear festivals to go to."
Yeah.
And he fucking escaped the hospital, hopped on a plane on June 4th, and the CDC confirmed to Mexican authorities that when he got back that he did have monkeypox. And now everyone in Mexico and everyone in Texas is going to have, they have this guy to thank for all the monkeypox infestations.
They got to lock this dude up for this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they say, hey, if you do want to admit that you were at the Mantamar nightclub, you might want to look out for symptoms and go to a
Right.
doctor immediately because
It's not a
this guy-
hemorrhoid. It's an ass bubble.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean this guy.
It's just a hemorrhoid, right? No.
Oh, man. Mantamar. It is the kind of place where you would expect monkeypox to thrive, though.
Yeah.
Based on how the original strains were spread, you'd expect Mantamar to be a hot spot.
They have a monkeypox section, like a smoking section. You just have to go around the corner.
Well, there's a few starquakes going on at Mantamar,
Oh yeah, SG1's over there.
Rogue
Hey, Wes.
black holes as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Wes, was that Mantamar brochure you pulled up? Was that Pride specific, or was that just
No, that's
their-
the landing page, brother.
Yeah, that's man to Mars shit right there. That's
It's like
they
it's
let
a
you
nice,
know right away.
It's
Yeah.
a nice all-inclusive resort, but it's for gay people. Yeah,
It's a
Absolutely.
lifestyle
it's
resort.
it's
yeah.
very.
They're
nice.
gay all year round, Pat, not just
Yeah.
June. You got to
100% of the time.
Not
Man to
just in
Mars.
June.
They can go to Mantua in July, August,
They
the whole.
They
the whole
close
year.
down Mantipar for a month, hose it down, and then reopen it. Nope, it's all good. So yeah, that's what's going on in TikTok International.
Nice.
All right, guys. Last story of the day. And before I get into this story, let me just say I'm trying to do some journalism here. So please listen all the way through and just think while I'm telling this story. Don't just immediately go to the OnlyFans page that is just one part of this story and tune out, okay? Because this isn't about that. This isn't about Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards' 18-year-old daughter, Sami Sheen, launching an OnlyFans account, and Charlie Sheen blaming Denise Richards for Sami ending up on the platform. It's not about that.
That's a real glass houses scenario.
Well, it's mostly about that,
a
but
real
stick
pot
with me,
kettle.
guys. Let's get into the facts. Okay, so
They have
about
a daughter.
18. They got at least two of them. One of them's 17. She's chasing the dragon.
Just got to wait a year.
Let's get into the facts.
We gotta wait a year.
Let's get right into facts, boys. Okay, so about 18 years ago, Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards had a kid named Sami. And just a few months back, Sami, she turned 18. And yesterday, Sami became an entrepreneur by joining OnlyFans, the pay for subscription, mostly sexy website. And she let the world know that she was up on the OnlyFans through an Instagram post featuring her in a bikiners with the copy that read, click the link in bio if you want to see more, with the lips kiss emoji.
She's 18 is so young. She looks like she's 12.
Yeah. Seems like it's not.
She looks so young.
The government says it's legal. Let's not ruin
Yeah, I mean,
this.
it's legal.
Oh,
It's
man.
legal. It's
I know,
sex work.
but-
It's legal.
got-
I mean, it's a sign of the times when so many 18-year-olds, even like famous rich ones, are going to OnlyFans right away.
Like
So it's
I'm watching 90 Day Fiance. I got to the Big Ed season, and he's 54, and he's like dating like a 21-year-old Filipino lady. It's just so disgusting. It's disgusting.
Don't hate on Big Ed's time right now. Big Ed's had a hard run of it.
Yeah.
Big Ed needs
He
this.
lied about being 5'2". He's 4'11". All right, keep going. Sorry.
Oh, guys, okay. So it says click the link in bio, but again, stick with me. We're going to get to that. Stick with me. Do not click the link in bio yet, because I did, and we're about to tell you about it. But first, her father is not happy about it. Charlie Sheen told E! News in his statement, I don't condone this, but since I'm unable to prevent it, I urged her to keep it classy, creative, and not sacrifice her integrity. Sheen then took a shot at his former partner, Sami's mother, Denise Richards, saying, quote, she's 18 years old now and living with her mother. This did not occur under my roof. And guys, the roof, he is, of course, talking about.
I mean, come on, Charlie. Let's
yeah.
let's not be too high horsey here.
Well, hey, he's a dad, and his girl's on OnlyFans.
Okay, he's also Mr. Coked Up. I have tiger blood, so
Well, the roof he's
Didn't
talking
one of his
about.
goddesses die of like AIDS?
Not yet. The roof he's talking
living with
about
prostitutes.
is the one that sat over Charlie and his two goddesses, as the boys alluded to in the middle 2010s. One of it, which, by the way, was a recipient of the 2008 AVN Award for Best
Pretty
Anal
awesome.
Scene.
Pretty awesome.
Big Wet
Starquake.
Ass is 10.
Big naturals.
Starquake.
Talk about
That's
big
second
naturals.
place that year.
Yeah, the sequel is Starquake. And guys, this is the same roof that, this is unconfirmed, but it's the same roof that may also very well have been under which Charlie drank tiger blood that was infected with HIV, leading him to contract the virus and immediately firing his tiger blood guy. We don't know. We don't know. But guys, in a response, Denise told E! News that Sami's choices are her own. Those were wild days, man. Remember when he was just winning all the time?
I remember a Brie Olson scene where she's like doing a professor, so she's pretending to be like a college student or maybe even a high
That's
school
one of the
student.
best ones.
And she's doing professor, and she's like
Office Hours
She's
it was
getting real,
called.
and she's like, "I'm scared." professor while she's getting banged. I was like, oh God.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, she's talking about being scared while getting banged by a professor. I was like, I got to stop watching this scene.
Yeah, you can hear the director, wrong fetish, Bree, wrong fetish.
Right. And the bad acting gets in the way of an enjoyable pornography.
Stay focused, Bree.
I was like, Jesus, Brie.
Guys, Denise told E! News, clapping back, saying, Sammy's 18, and this decision wasn't based on whose house she lives in. All I can do as a parent is guide her and trust her judgment, but she makes her own choices. And, guys, that statement was in line with Denise's comment on Sammy's IG post, where she announced the OnlyFans, saying, of course, Sammy, I will always support you and always have your back. I love you. See you right there, Denise Richards. Pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
She had to do that, huh?
Pretty supportive. Well, guys,
Why not?
So here's what happened. Back in February, Denise did an interview, and she admitted that her relationship with Sammy was not at its best point, and that Sammy was living with Charlie at the time. Okay? But then in September 2021, I guess the reason being that in February she said she was living with Charlie because in September, 3 months earlier, Sammy claimed that she was trapped in an abusive home on TikTok. This is while she was living with Richards and her husband, Aaron Pfeiffers. And Sheen was married, I guess, to Richards from 2002 to 2006, confirmed that one month later, Sammy had moved in with him. So effectively, not having a good time at Richards, goes to Charlie's, but it seems in an effort to win back Sammy's love, Denise invited Sammy back into her home and said, honey, you do you, and who can blame her, guys? Because Sammy is a whole year older than the age of Denise's iconic character, Kelly Van Ryan, in the 1998 classic Wild Things, when she had a threesome with her high school guidance counselor, Sam Lombardo, and the girl from the poor side of town, Susie Toller. You boys remember?
Nev Campbell and Denise Richards.
Yeah, I do.
She was 17. I know, not in real life, but she played a 17-year-old.
Mm-hmm. She was 26 years old
I
when
know.
she played, but she was 17. It wasn't senior year. She never got those underwear back. Look
at
you,
luckily,
Mr. Lombardo.
Luckily, we were in high school, so it was okay. But that's creepy.
This is a
She got
playing the parents against each other to get the more lenient household situation, isn't it?
Well, she's 18. I don't know.
She just played them against each other all the way into an OnlyFans account where now they can't say anything.
Let's remember, guys, that Charlie Sheen literally got
Yeah,
himself
what can they say?
kicked off.
Right, yeah.
The worst TV show. Well, actually, really, any TV show created by Chuck Lorre is the worst TV show. But
How dare you? We have a sound clip from that show.
but the biggest TV show at the time, where he's getting paid $2 million an episode because he could not stop fucking partying. We watched him unravel, and he made his kid's stepmom, a porn star, which I got no problem with, Charlie. But you got to own it. You got to own it, bud.
What show was that, Pat?
That was. There you go. Remember Big Dick T, guys. Let's get to the OnlyFans. Let's get to why we're really talking about this situation.
Okay.
As of the time of this recording, Sammy has just 772.3 subscribers, paying $19.99 a month.
Okay.
Whoa.
Now, as a journalist, I went ahead and subscribed for you, the listeners of the Heart of Hive, because I thought it was important to be able to give you the whole story. Okay.
Course, yeah.
Well,
As of right now, there's just one photo posted on the page, which was posted on June 13th, and it depicts a faceless Sami Sheen in red lingerie laying down on a bed belly first with the caption, "Your view of me," and that's a lips kiss emoji.
She's already at 15 grand a month just for that.
for a red lingerie pic.
Yep,
Jeez,
guys.
I'm about to join OnlyFans.
Imagine when she starts shoving stuff in her vagina.
It's gonna skyrocket.
We're
Was
gonna go
Talking
way up.
billions.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a billionaire.
There's the post. Can't show the real thing. I'll get to why in just a
Oh, the
second.
moon.
of course.
So yeah, that was 1999. I'm not saying down the drain, but continuing on. That's not all. I'm very happy to report, guys, we have a Hard Factor exclusive here, because shortly after I subscribed to Sammy's OnlyFans, again, which I did for journalistic purposes, you're welcome, I received a direct message from Sammy herself.
That's service. That's service.
Yeah, I was shocked. She sent the message directly to me, U7658696969, that read, quote, "Thank you for subscribing. We're gonna have lots of fun here, winky face.
She typed it with her ass cheek.
It was not spelled well. If you unlock this photo, you get to see what I'm wearing in bed while I wait for you to join me with the purple devil emoji and then the sweat droplets emoji.
That's service.
She's like a 35-year-old porn star in there already.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
She's already like a pro.
Yeah.
That's service.
She's had a plan, Wes.
That's why it's
She had-
1999, Wes.
She had it ready to go.
Yeah.
She had it ready to go as soon as she
I can
hit.
see why it is now.
She spent years with the goddesses, Wes, at Charlie Sheen's house, like
true.
with actual 35-year-old prostitutes.
That's true.
Now, guys,
She learned some tricks.
I appreciate the DM. I mean, I don't know how she knew it was me. Again, my username is U7648696969, but somehow she did. She came at me. I really appreciate that kind of service. Below the message, the personalized one to me, there was an option for me to unlock the photo. She was describing the message for an additional $9.99. And
Did you do it?
well, at first I was confused, Mark, because asking for money in a DM isn't the best way to start off a new relationship. Also, I'd already subscribed, and I'd seen the one photo, the only one she'd posted, which depicted what she was wearing in bed with the caption, your view of me, right?
You should have sent her back a picture of your butt.
Yeah. Did she
and
tell you
Andre.
also like, hey, I'm trying to go for 30 grand a month, not 15 grand?
She
a month?
didn't. Well, you saw the message. So anyway, guys, whatever. I'm a journalist. And there was more to this story. So I really had no choice, especially she'd sent me this DM to me, right?
Yeah.
So I bought it.
You gotta get it.
And I can't legally show you what Sammy sent me in return because of a disclaimer on her profile that reads that I do not have permission to, quote, redistribute, post, use, copy, reproduce, print, or play any of my material outside my OnlyFans page.
Do you have permission to jerk off to it, though, apparently?
Looking through.
I think it's only
Yeah, that's clear. She threatens
Permission
legal
to
action.
assault
first
yourself.
one and only permission.
Yeah.
So I can't show you exactly what the photo is, guys, but what I can do, the next best thing is I recommend you search the hashtag longbutt on Instagram, and you'll pretty much get the picture.
She got one of them long butts, huh?
So I'm $30 in here.
So you
How
got
you
a
feeling?
long butt photo. You got a red lingerie photo.
For $40.
For yeah.
And a message
And a
being
DM,
like, we're
that's
gonna have fun.
And the DM came straight to me. Let's take it to the internet, guys. Perhaps the value, or the highest value that I got out of this interaction. The comments on that poster. U600269 says, ready to spend it all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's
even
been
like
saving
that.
up. He's been saving up.
She doesn't even like
No.
like her simps replies. That's
No,
how
no.
much of a boss she is.
No, she only likes one of these comments, and it's the best for last one, guys. Big Daddy says, "So beautiful," with an eye heart emoji.
So pretty.
Mac, M-A-C, who actually has
young, small.
But
You look.
Big
But the best part is
Daddy
you look
likes-
younger than 18.
Mac, who has a profile picture, and his I don't have it here, but I clicked on his profile, and his bio says he likes artistic things. Mac says, artistic.
Yeah. Mac likes it.
And finally,
Just
guys,
how I like it. Artistic.
absolutely the comment of the day, the one that received 2 likes.
Yeah.
Hector says, when to see some nipple.
Good question for 1999. Good question for potentially $30.
when to see.
Hector.
When to see some nipple.
I saved up for this.
I'm $40 in.
Straight to the point, Hector. Yes, but
He is not happy with it.
yes, but anyway, guys, I bought the subscription for the month, so I'll let you know if anything changes. But right now,
Updated.
I'm not saying it was worth it, but
Let us know. Just let us know if Hector's happy or not. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get in there to like Hector's comment
When I
now.
see some nipple.
Might
Yeah.
respond back to him.
Thank you. When the nipple comes up. Thank you.
Yes, but when? Hey, nipple in there now,
Today's
guys.
the day. Yeah, he alerts everyone. New nipple drop.
Hey, just in case if you're wondering, there is nipple there now.
That guy's the man.
Cuando nipple? All right.
All right, let's pull up the wheel. Mark, you're off tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Run it.
Run it.
You can't triple dipple me because I'm off.
Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's me.
Whoa.
William. But when to see some nipple.
But when I see some people.
Look, Hector works real hard.
He's asking the right questions.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less TikTok.
Another TikTok. I love it.
All right, that's going to do it for Hard Factor. Thank you guys so much for listening. Remember, trivia at the end of the week, Friday. Have a great... Oh, wait, Wes is creating a...
Wes is FRBing us.
Recreating a space
It's actually
photo.
really close, Wes. Can you get a blue one? Brighten it up a little bit. Brighten it up just a little bit.
YouTube.com/Hard Factor
Send it
News.
to
Brighten it up. The blue one. As soon as we can see the blue one, we're right there. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
It's pretty close.
Have a great fucking day.
Can I see the nipple from space?
When to see some
When to see the nipple.
Hard Factor. Cheat on the news. Patreon.com/Hard Factor.